Hey everybody, welcome back. I am Jessica with Modern Hook Designs, and I am here with a fabulous water bottle bag pattern today. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to make this. And this is just perfect for the spring, summer weather. You're going for a walk, grab this, festivals, anything. This is a perfect accessory for you to have or for you to make for markets. It works up so quick. This is what we're making today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and grab our materials. So you are going to need some cotton yarn. This is the Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton. I can't remember what color this is, but it's like a pretty corally color. I think it's been discontinued. I have my fabulous frills crochet hook. This is a 5.5 millimeter. I absolutely love this Odyssey. If you've been on the fence about getting a frills hook, this is your sign. You should totally get one. I absolutely love mine. So pretty too. It's just fabulous. And then you also need a pair of scissors. So let's go ahead and pick up our yarn. And our first step is to make a magic circle. We're going to chain 1, and then we're going to insert 8 single crochets into this magic circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's go ahead and pull our circle nice and closed. We are going to slip stitch into that first stitch here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You might have to nudge that hook in there and pull through both. There we go, and chain 2. Next up, we are going to actually create 8 puff stitches around. So for that first, we are going to yarn over, insert into that same stitch. If you can see, we've got our chain 2, yarn over, insert into that same stitch, pull up, 3 loops on your hook, insert, pull up, 5 loops on your hook, yarn over, insert, pull up, 7 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 7 loops. And then you're going to chain 1. By doing that, you're increasing in each stitch around. We got another puff stitch and chain 1. So we're going to do that in each stitch around. So you should have 8 puff stitches and 8 chains in each stitch. So we've made it to the end here, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to insert our hook into that first stitch that we created, not into that chain 2 space, but in this first stitch right here. I'm going to go ahead and actually make sure that I have 16. I got a little distracted, my yarn was going all over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 in that 16th stitch right there. Insert my hook, pull through both, and so I created a slip stitch and a chain 1 right there. So now we have our chain 1 here, and what we're going to do next is we're going to single crochet in the first stitch here, and we're going to increase in the next stitch. So we're inserting 2 single crochets in the next. So 1 single crochet and then 2 in the next. And we're going to repeat that all the way around. By the end, we should have 24 single crochets. When you get to this last stitch, you should have 2 single crochets in that last stitch in order to make to the 24. If you don't, make sure you double check and count your stitches. I'm going to go back and just make sure that I didn't skip any. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We are going to join in the 24th stitch there. Pull through and chain 1. So now you've got the bottom of your bag completed. What we're going to be doing is crocheting in the back loops only so that you create that little fold so that your bottom kind of folds up, if that makes sense here. So you have the bottom of your bag and then now you're creating the side. So we're going to work in the back loop only. See if you can see that around there. We're working in the back loop only so that we have this nice little edge so that our bag folds. And then we have the bottom. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. What we're doing for this one is we're actually half double crocheting in the back loop only. Let me get some more yarn here. So we're going to start in the same stitch as our join. We're going to half double crochet in the back loop only all the way around. So you should have 24 stitches still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next up, I actually grabbed out a stitch marker because I like to be able to see the first part of this round around. I am going to show you exactly what we're doing next to create this nice little like lattice texture. It's very, very pretty. We are actually working over top of a stitch that we make. So I'm calling these the skipped rows, but what we're doing is we have our first stitch where our join is. We're actually going to skip that stitch and we're working into this next stitch here. You are working a single crochet. Now we're going back into that skip stitch that we just made. We're going to yarn over and work a half double crochet in that skip stitch. And we're doing this all the way around. So try not to get confused of where you're at, but we're skipping this stitch here. We're working into this next stitch and we're creating a half double crochet in that skip stitch. So skip this stitch, single crochet, and work your half double crochet in that skip stitch. And like I said, we're working all the way around. And I like to put that stitch marker, so I created 6 stitches already. I like to put that stitch marker so I remember where I started, because with skipping, I start to, it starts to get lost on me. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, keep working this around. You will always end with the 24. So 7, 8, skip and single crochet, go back and half double. So like and go ahead and join, pull through and chain 1. And what we're actually doing is we're going to turn our work. So we're working backwards. So we're going to skip that first stitch, and we're doing the same thing that we did in row 5, but row 6 we're working in, I would say counterclockwise, I guess, but you turned your work. So you're still working counterclockwise, yeah. Unless if you're left-handed, then you're working clockwise, right? So we're working around and single crocheting, skipping, and working back with the half double. And I forgot to place my stitch marker. I'm getting ahead of myself here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 here. Alrighty, so we made it back around. You're going to remove your stitch marker, insert your hook, and join, slip stitch, chain 1, and turn your work again. So you're working the right side out, I guess, now. So skip and go back into, I think I skipped 2. Goodness gracious, what am I doing? Yep. So I have my join. This is where it gets a little confusing. I'm going to go ahead and back up here. So join here, because you're still going to work into that same join space. So I actually was working too far ahead. And go back into that same stitch. There we go. And we're gonna just keep doing this for, like I said, rows 5 through 17. I'm gonna go ahead and pause, and we will meet back when we get to row 17, and I will show you what we're doing from there. All right, so we made it back. We've got rows 5 through 17 is that special single crochet skip with the half double crochet in that skip stitch. We've got this very pretty texture that it created. And like I said, we made it from 5 through 17 with that special stitch. Oh my goodness, if I could talk. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to be creating this top section here, which is all single crochets. The first row that you're going to be doing, the row 18, is going to just be single crochet in each stitch around. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do that. We've got single crochet in that first stitch there, same as your join. 2, so we've got 24 around. We're going to go ahead and join to the top of that first stitch in the round and chain 1. Now what we're doing is we're going to go ahead and single crochet in the back loop only in every stitch all the way around. again, we're going to join to that first stitch of the round with a slip stitch and a chain 1. All right, so this next round, we are actually going to be creating this little space, this little hole for you to be able to attach your strap. So a little trickier, but not very tricky at all. So for the first 4 stitches, we are going in the back loop only. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I like to go through both loops for the 5th one to create a little extra strength around this little opening, I guess. We are going to chain 2. We're going to skip 2, and then we're going to go through both loops of this next stitch. For the next 9 stitches, you're going to go ahead and just go through the back loop only. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm sorry, the 9th one you're going to go ahead and go through both stitches. So you should have 10 stitches total on this side. 2 of them will have through both loops, and then the other 8 in between will have back loop only. Go ahead and chain 2, skip 2, insert through both loops, and then back loop only, single crochet for the rest. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You should still have 24 stitches throughout your entire project. We're going to attach to the top of that next round, the previous round, first stitch in the previous, that round. Goodness gracious, I'm losing my words. This next one, we're going to single crochet in the back loop only all the way around. In that chain 2 space, you're going to just insert 2 single crochets so that you're, again, at 24 stitches. So there you should have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Insert 2 there. Then go into this back loop here. Here we should have 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Insert 2 into this chain 2 space, and then 5 more single crochets in the back loop only. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you're going to slip stitch into the top, and there you have it. You have your little bag here. So now all we're going to do is go ahead and cut your yarn. You've got a little tail that you're going to have to weave in, but you've got your bag. See how we have this little spot here? It's perfectly in the center. And a regular disposable water bottle fits perfectly in here. So now that we've completed our bag here, I had to move because that sun was just getting to me. I hope that didn't throw anybody off, but now we have our bag here. We need the actual strap part. So let me go ahead and grab my yarn. And what we're creating is actually what's called a Romanian cord. You're gonna wanna get a slip knot and put it on your hook. This entire piece needs to be worked up really, really loose. So if you need to go up a hook size, go ahead and do that. I'm gonna continue using my 5.5 millimeter. I do pretty well with my tension, so I'm not gonna change, but if you need to, feel free to do so. What you're gonna do is you're gonna actually chain 2. And again, we're creating what's called a Romanian cord. So what you need to do is you actually need to insert your hook into that first stitch and create a single crochet. Once you're done with that, what we're doing is we're actually going to turn our stitch up so you're looking straight down at the V's. Can you see that there? I'm looking straight down at the V, and I'm going to use this bar right here to create my next stitch. Do you see that bar right behind? For this stitch, you have one bar that you're going to slip your hook underneath, and you're actually going to make another single crochet here. See how we have to make it sure it's very, very loose. So we've made another single crochet. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn our work, and you're always turning clockwise. You want to make sure that you're always flipping that up and moving in that motion. So now, because we've made another stitch, we have 2 bars here. See the top of our V here? We have 2 bars that we're going to be slipping our hook underneath and creating another single crochet. And we're actually going to just keep doing that until we have a cord that is 46 inches long, or however long you desire. I made mine 46 so that I could wear mine like crossbody. I wouldn't mind it being a little shorter, like 44 maybe. But yes, whatever you're comfortable with, that's what we need to work to. And like I said, see how we're just flipping our work and we're working into that 2 bars here. So, oh, here we go. I'm going to stop right here. Oh, maybe I'll make a couple more to show you how to actually attach it, how I attached it to my bag. Because this process actually takes a little bit longer, and I want to make sure that I get this here for you so that you can see how I attached mine. There's a lot of different ways that you can attach it. You could just sew it straight to your bag. I actually wrapped mine around, and I will show you exactly how I do that. That's going to indicate to you exactly how much you really want for your bag, because when you wrap it around like I did, you're going to lose a little of that length. So you're going to just keep going with that. Look at how pretty that texture is though. So if you notice here, I actually looped mine around and I wrapped my tail and I tucked it in. I'm going to show you exactly how I did that with my little itty bitty tail here, my little itty bitty cord here. But what I simply did was just stuck this through this side and folded it. So I stuck it through and I folded it. I wrapped my tail around. I tied a knot, and then I wove my ends up through that little knot that I just made to make sure that it was nice and secure. So you can kind of see how that would have made that cord there. And like I said, you're gonna wanna make your cord as long or as short as you want it. And then that's how I attach this. Super simple. So keep on going with your cord, attach it, and then you have yourself a fancy little water bottle bag. Again, perfect for taking with you. I always have to keep water on me. It's just, don't get caught without a water. So this is gonna be perfect to be able to take mine with me. Hey everybody, I sat down to edit this video and realized I did not record an outro. So here I am, it's a couple days later. I am popping on to say thank you all so much for watching. You would have crocheted your Romanian cord and attached it to your bag, but I wanted to also talk to you about an alternative. This is what I originally intended for this pattern, and I wanted to make sure that you knew as well. So I had actually purchased a faux leather strap off of the Temu, T-E-M-U. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm so sorry, but that website, I will drop a link in the description below. But I really liked the idea of being able to have an adjustable strap so I could wear it crossbody, or I could wear it just on my shoulder and I could attach it to my bag. That's why I had the holes like I did so that I could attach this strap easily. So if you're interested in this option, that's totally like an option. So I will share where I got my strap. You can get them off of Amazon too, but I got 4 of them for very cheap. So that's what my choice was. So if you liked this video, please make sure you like it. If you are interested in seeing more, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on what's coming next. Thank you all so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.